is actually asking the question. All right, so last time was equal values method. We're still talking about systems of equations. Obviously, you don't have to turn in like the notes you take today if you want to continue taking like notes on that paper the next time we meet. But my goal is to get your notebooks or whatever you hand me today back to you on Tuesday. So like I'll only have it for the weekend. Khan Academy kickoff. Who in here knows who Tony Hawk is? How about who in here watches American Ninja Warrior? How about who in here has watched an Olympics ever? Yeah. So Khan Academy kickoff is now, I got to make sure I don't show you something before I want you to see it, is now essentially the new version of LearnStorm. However, it is a bit easier for us to compete against each other than just saying who's on what level. So how this is going to work, I'm trying to see if I can show you a team that would, actually I'll show you guys this. We'll just do this. So I plug in to a spreadsheet all you guys, and then I plug in, like, from my little data page, your total learning minutes, your skills leveled up, and your skills without progress. So for ZZZ Hudson, he only learned for 4 minutes this week. And don't worry, every class has a Hudson account that does nothing. Now, fortunately, I did 4 minutes for you guys this week, but I did not level up on any skills. And then, after a drum roll, oh, cute little doggy. After a drum roll, we reveal the scoreboard to see who in the past week or month, this is our past month, has done the most. So, do you guys think it was 3D Math 8? Doesn't matter if it was you, was it us? Because we average. You want a drum roll? Drum roll. You got first. But that would be if we looked at the past month, because this is all the way, like literally the past month, I made this spreadsheet. So my 1A class had an average of 216 minutes for the past month. You guys had an average of 316 minutes. And if I decide to go with skills leveled up, you had 21.13 as an average, skills leveled up way better than any of my other classes. Now, that's not really fair because you're doing more new content right now. They're doing more review. But we're going to be going week by week. So the question is, do you think in the past week you guys are? So this is just for the past week. You want a drum roll? You won by 3 minutes. So on Monday or Tuesday, I will be giving out prizes to this class. I will random select people from the top 50% of this class. So whether it's blue or green doesn't matter. And those people that get selected randomly. Now, if you're in the bottom 50%, like Nick made the joke, like, oh, it wasn't me that did a lot of work. If you're in the bottom 50% of workers, you don't get entered in the drawing. Right? But if you're in the winning class, I got a prize bin over here. Nick, you're going to be disappointed. I got some Hello Kitty stickers with your names on them. So I've got like little random prizes that you can see what they are, and then these are mystery prizes. They're sealed up and literally have to be like opened and figure out what they are. If you're stressed out, you can get stressed banana. It's just filled with sand. It's just a stressed banana. It is not an actual banana. It's like, where's the inside? So, those are your opportunities for prizes. Some of you may be getting prizes on Tuesday. So I want to reveal the winners to both color groups, like what winning class, then do the prizes. So what might be funny, not funny, what could happen that would be like not ironic but coincidental is if all of the winners that got pulled were only from a certain day, like blue versus green. I'm hoping we have a winner from blue and a winner from green. I don't know how many winners I'm going to do yet. I got to go to Target in different places like Five Below and get some more prizes. But yeah, so there we go. Prizes. A new opportunity for learning. But to give you some encouragement for your Khan Academy kickoff.
Hey, what's up, Khan Academy students? It's Tony Hawk. I just want to wish you guys the best. I know it is the strangest times to be in school.
Just give it a second.
Isolated, and just know we're going to get through this. And it's going to show your determination, your perseverance, making it through and doing well in school, because it's hard. My daughter's in the same boat, and it's hard for her to stay motivated. But you can do it. You just got to dig deep, believe in yourself, and I hope you guys can make it a great year in spite of everything the world has thrown at you. All right? And I'm pulling for you. I'll see you on the other side of this. Okay, thanks, guys.
If you ever watch American Ninja Warrior,
Khan Academy students, what's going on? It's Akbar Bajabiamela, host of American Ninja Warrior. I just wanted to check in with you guys, but also to wish you a happy new year. It's 2021. Things are going to be a lot different. And I know in 2020, things got crazy, right? We had the isolation, and a lot of us were struggling going through the ups and the downs, and things at home were starting to change because of COVID-19. Well, this is a new year, a new mindset. And as you can see, I'm inside of my office, and you can see some of my football jerseys. And what I love about football, what I love about American
this is great advice,
is that you constantly have obstacles that you have to overcome. That is going to happen regardless if it's a good year or a bad year that we saw, and I put in quote because that's all relative, that we saw in 2020. So, my coach used to tell me this, and I truly do believe this, is that tough times don't last, but tough people do. And to be tough, what does that mean? Does it mean you have to growl like, argh? No, what it means is that you're willing to accept the challenges that are in front of you. You're willing to go with the ups and the downs, but you're also knowing that you have this trajectory, you're going up. So, to the Khan Academy students, I say this to you. Be an American Ninja Warrior in the classroom, at home, during your personal life, whatever it is that you're going, have that mindset that I will overcome. You're going to overcome whatever those obstacles. And then when I see you at that buzzer, when you get up that warped wall in life, in school, in your personal life, and you hit that buzzer, I'm going to say, I see you. I see you hitting that buzzer. So, take on 2021 with a new mindset, a new attitude. Don't look in the past. It's just something for you to reflect and move forward. I'll leave you with this. Take every stumbling block in school, in life, in whatever, and turn it into a stepping stone. You got that? Stumbling block into a stepping stone. That's your challenge for 2021. All right? You guys are Khan Academy Ninja Warriors. Have a great school year. Awesome.
calm down, judgmental Judy. Last motivation.
Mochianu, 1996 Olympic gold medalist, wishing you an exciting new year in 2021 with your competition season kickoff. I wish you all the very best. Good luck, have fun, learn new skills, and master new skills this year, and enjoy learning.
Oh, calm down. Y'all can keep your judgments to yourself. All right.
I liked it, but the end part of the American Ninja Warrior that was.
You know, Nick, at some point you'll get over being a judgmental middle schooler, and you'll accept when things are just kind of like enjoyable. And he's got that kind of personality where it's just like, American Ninja Warrior!
It wasn't, it was just kind of cheesy.
That's the point! Sometimes cheesy's alright. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. For those of you that did Stepping Stones math and didn't like it, sorry if that made you think about Stepping Stones math.
What do you mean, Kelly?
You gotta go look, write your answers in it. You have to teach it. Simple.
I just didn't like the characters.
Well, actually, no. I'd say the. What was the one thing we did? Yeah, CPM was annoying.
No. The worst part about CPM was when you had to share it.
I hated the CPM sharing things. It was
I
so
remember.
annoying.
Don't you remember when Ivan went up there and he was like, "Oh, I didn't write anything down."
You got away with the dumbest excuses.
Yeah, no. And then like the teacher was like everybody never mind. You can go.
Can I? Do I have your permission now?
You always have my permission.
I appreciate your allowance of I can go now. All right. So the first thing we're going to do today is checking a solution to a system through what we call substitution. So whether you're continuing notes from last week or starting new notes, sorry, this is crazy bright. I'm going to have to figure out what to do so you guys can see. All right, so if you don't have a header on your paper, head it Systems of Equations, or you can head it Solving Systems if you want, because now we are solving them. Solving / solutions, if we want to be particular, to a system. When we are asked if a point is a solution, all we have to do is substitute in the x and the y value to verify it. So actually, if we can be careful, I don't need you to write that equation using x and y. What I need you to write is that equation substituting the x we've been given and the y we've been given. So when we see an x, like 2x, instead of writing x, we're going to write the value of the point. Or, sorry, the value of the x from the point. Instead of writing y, we're going to write the y from the point. And then we're going to check, is this true? Is 2 times 1 plus another 2 equal to 4? Yes, but that doesn't mean it is a solution. We have to check both. That means the point 1, 2 is a solution for our first equation. To check it for the second equation, we also have to plug in, okay, 2 for the y, 1 for the x. 3 times 1 is 3, minus a 1 is 2. This checks out. So we can say 1, 2 is a solution. These equations have come out to be true. Any questions on how we plug in an xy coordinate to check the solution? If you don't have any questions, try the second one here. You are very confused? Are you being facetious?
I don't know how you got the 3. Literally no idea.
It was in the equation. This was the equation we started with.
Oh.
These equations over here. So now we're going to move on to the second. It's like it's your first day in class or something. I use notes and then I use my dot cam. So right here, now this one's slightly easier because they're both in y equals form. So for this one, we're going to plug in the 11 anywhere we see the y, and plug in the 4 anywhere we see the x. So we're going to say, is 11 equal to 4, substitute in, I'll color code this. I'm going to make the points I'm subbing in red. This was subbed in, this was subbed in, this was subbed in, and this was subbed in. What's 4 times 4? Minus 5?
11.
Sorry, I was looking at the 2x and I thought that was
Okay, so we substitute the y and the x coordinate.
Yep.
The original problem.
Yep.
Write that down, multiply, figure out if it works. Yeah.
This is why we're doing 2 together before I make you do it on your own. I mean, before I give you the opportunity to try it on your own. What's 2 times 4?
8.
Plus 3?
11.
Sweet. Is this point a solution? Yes, because they both check out. They both become true. 4, 11 is a solution. Try these on your own. Be careful of the negative 3 in front of that x. And then be careful of the negative in front of the just. Actually, be careful of all the negatives. Just watch out for the negatives. solve both of them. Go ahead and take your time to solve both of them. Adam, what do you think about number 1? Sorry, what? Why do you not think it's a solution? So the first equation checks out because this is 0, right? Anything times 0 is 0. Minus 8, okay, negative 8, sweet, checks out. But Adam said, when I come down here and do 2 minus 0, well, that's not 1. So this fails, and 0, 1 is not a solution. Now, does that mean this system doesn't have a solution? What does it mean?
It means that 0, 1 is on it.
It means it's somewhere else, right? Or it might not have a solution, but like all we know is 0, 1 is not a solution. Down here we're testing out 212. Nick, what do you think?
Well, the first equation does work.
Okay, so that gets a nice check mark.
But then the second one doesn't.
Oh no! What is 4 times 2? Minus 12?
Minus 12 is negative.
Oh no! So again, we get a big old no. Does anyone have questions about substituting a coordinate in to check if it is a solution? I only have you guys today. Oh, 340. I have you guys longer than I thought. All right, so moving on to the next. No, I'm glad it's not. So I'm probably going to say flip to a new piece of paper and make, like, in the middle of your piece of paper, like an XY coordinate plane. Because, like, look at this one. The top equation starts at 7. The bottom equation starts at negative 7. Like, we need a pretty big coordinate plane. So you need at least 10 by 10 for my people that are always asking what's the minimum. So now here's the trick, though. Depending on where we think the solutions are, you don't always have to center your table. So if you want to push your table a little bit further left and have more space out here, you could. I'm probably going to keep my table, or not table, graph fairly centered. Now, when you're asked to do this in Khan, you obviously use a utility that they have, but when you're going to be asked to do it for me, I'm going to ask you to actually do it on paper, so that's why we're going to do it on paper together. For my top equation there, what's my y-intercept and what's my slope? Yep, so let's say my first equation, we'll make purple. So y-intercept is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Slope is negative 2, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1. Can I only go down 2 to the right one? We can go up 2 left 1, up 2 left 1, up 2 left 1. And once we have a few, use your ruler and connect them. Now, I like to actually, pro tip right here, I like to go a few extra way down here to make sure that I line up. So I go boom, like real quick, boom, 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 just to make sure that when I go to actually line things up, it lines up correctly. And then y-intercept of negative 7, slope of 5. I'm going to make that guy green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Slope of 5 tells me go up 5, to the right 1, or down 5 to the left 1, but that doesn't seem to be necessary. Right, once we have our first line, like for us here, I don't know exactly what it is. Alright, that's better. Once we have our first line, this purple line, we can see where the intercept or the intersection of the two lines is likely to be. I don't need to move my green line to the left. I need to move my green line to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa. I think I found it. So what would be the solution point there? 2, 3. Any questions on how we did that one? This purple line was my negative 2x plus 7, and this green line was my 5x minus 7. On the same graph, like you do not need to draw a new xy axis. But I should probably let you read this first. The first thing we need to do before we can solve graphically is if we are not in y equals form, we need to get to the y equals form, which we call graphing form. So it is also slope-intercept form. So I think what you might be thinking of as point slope form is not the y equals mx plus b. Point slope is different, but graphing form tells us our start and our slope. So it's the slope-intercept form. So here, we're not in graphing form, right? We're not in our slope-intercept form. So please, now, if you don't have space on the same piece as your graph, go back to the previous page we just had, write these down because we're going to do the algebra to get them into graphing form. So write down both equations, how they start, and then, leave space. So I would write the one and actually write the other one off to the right of it. So if I was you. Dude, stop. Absolutely not, Kelly. You're lucky I don't just have you go sit in the hall for the rest of the class. It's not funny. So what? If he's not here next week and you're like, oh, Adam does have coronavirus, that's going to be funny? Or the 400,000 people that have died in America, that's somehow something to make light of? So what were you trying to do? Say Adam actually has coronavirus, he should leave school?
No, I'm asking if he's joking on something.
No. So what I'm doing right now is explaining to each and every one of you, obviously more directly to you, there is no making light of this situation. There's no reason to say that when somebody coughs or anything like that. Because, quite frankly, it's about the most amount of attention anybody could have on them right now is to, cough. You know, in a supermarket, in a school, anywhere. Do you really think he wants more attention? Guys, let's have tact. Come on, let's have tact. God, I'm at Kroger trying to fight myself not to cough because I don't want the entire aisle to run away from me. So, here's the thing. We have to first put them into graphing form, and then we're going to graph them to see, do they have a solution, and if they do, where is it? First thing I notice is the y is negative over here, so my temptation is push it to the other side to make it positive. So to do that, we do 7x equals 7 plus y. Now, if you're real crafty, you could have at the same time subtracted out this 7, but that is asking to make mistakes. Really, the values can kind of trade places, but I'll let you guys get to those shortcuts on your own. So our y is isolated now. So slope of 7, y-intercept of negative 7. Over here for the other equation, y is positive, so I can leave it on the left-hand side, but what should we do first? Yeah, dividing by 2 is tricky to do first, so we should subtract the x first. Now we can divide. Now we still have to divide every single piece by the 2, but it's easier to look at from over here. A nice trick is make sure that you draw that division line under the entire right side. We have to divide these separately, or we could leave it together, but because we can divide these separately, 6 divided by 2, 3, I'm just going to leave the x over the 2, or we could write it better in slope-intercept form by saying minus 1/2 x, which tells me that the slope, sorry, I got to pull my camera. Ooh. Slope is 1/2. Easier to read than x over 2, right? The slope being negative 1/2 here because that negative coefficient goes, or that negative goes with the coefficient. So another way we could write this, if you really wanted to, is negative 1/2 x plus a positive 3. Now we take both of these and graph them on our graph. I'm going to do this one in purple. So start at negative 7, go up by 7. Does anyone have any questions on how we are graphing this? So that we started at the y-intercept of negative 7. Our slope is positive 7, so we're going up 7, right 1, or down 7, left 1. Probably shouldn't use the same 2 colors over again. So I'll use red now for my second one. So start at 3, slope of negative 1/2. Fractional slopes are tricky, so be careful. Down 1,